Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about creating databases in MySQL and using these simple queries in MySQL. So let's get started. To start the MySQL, you need to click on Start button, click on All Programs, and in the MySQL basically MySQL is a software, it is not inbuilt, you need to install it. So you need to open the MySQL by clicking on the MySQL folder. You needs to install. Please make sure that it is installed in your system, only then you can use it. And we are going to click on command line client. So this is the software which is opened. So it will ask you for the password. It will ask you for the password, right? So here I am entering the password. Press enter. Now you will get the MySQL prompt ready for you to work. Dear children, now we are going to create a database, or simply, first of all, we will use a command show databases. Already this MySQL is having some databases which are already created in it. MySQL show databases. Pressing this semicolon is very important, because unless and until we will not use these semicolons, your command will be considered as incomplete and computer or this MySQL will show you an error. Press enter key. Show databases. Here, by using the show databases command, it will show us the databases which are already created. I have not created any of them, but they are already created in the MySQL software. Now I'm going to create a database basically, and we can use any of the database. Suppose I'm creating a database school. So for that we will be writing create database school. Now you need to press the semicolon. Query OK, one row affected. It means successfully the database has been created. If we want to check whether the database has been created or not, for that you need to use this show databases command. As you can see, when we have created the school database, it has been added in the list of databases. Earlier it was not available, but when we have created the database schools, now it has been added to the list of the databases in the MySQL. Now, what will we be using? Suppose we want to use this school database and we want to work in that, right? So, for using any of the databases, we have to use the use command. What we are going to use school, right? We are going to use the school. Press semicolon. The database change. Now we will be working in school database. The next step is, up till now what we have done, we have used one command, that is show databases. It will show us all the databases which are available. Second command we have learned is create database and then database name. By using this command, create command, we can create a new database. And now we are going to use this school database to store the data in a table. So this is a database, and in the database we are going to create a table, right? Suppose I'm going to create a table. For that we will be using create table command, create table, and the name of the table is employee, right? Space, parenthesis. Now ID, parenthesis ID, And what type of ID it is? It is integer type of ID, and we are specifying this as primary key. The next is name. We want to store name. What type of data it will be? It will be varchar, and it can be of 50 characters, but the name cannot be null, not null, right? The next we can store is address. And address can also be of varchar, and it can be of 50 characters as well. Now DOB, and it can be of date type, right? Now close the parenthesis, and press the semicolon. Query OK. What we have done till here is we have created a table, and the name of the table is employee. In the table employee, ID, we have created 4 fields, that is ID, name, address and date of birth, right? Suppose we want to see the content of this table. How can we see? We will be writing the command describe employee, semicolon. This is how you can understood. ID is a field name. This is ID. What type of data we are going to add in ID? It will be of integer type. Yes, integer type. Suppose ID is 4325, 3259, 169. So this kind of integer type of data will be stored in ID, and it will be of primary key. Here primary key means duplication of data cannot be there, and one value will be given to only one candidate, right? Next is name. Name is varchar, that is of 50 size. Varchar means we can write the name of character types, and it can contains 50 values in it, right? It cannot be null value. It should have some value in it. Next is the address. Address is also a field which will contain character type of value, right? And date of birth will contain date type of value. So these are the fields, and these are the different types of data which can be stored in these various fields, right? So this is how we can do. Now I will tell you that how can we insert data into employee, right? So the next command is, till now what we have done, we have created a database, that is school. In the database we have created a table, that is employee. This is a database school, and this is a table employee, and in the employee, this is the table employee, right? The table employee contains these various fields where the values can be entered. So now I am going to tell you the steps using which values can be inserted. To insert the values, you will be writing insert command, insert into the name, or what is the name of the table. Here, what is the name of the table? Insert into, this is employee, right? And ID space, next field name is name, comma, address, comma, DOB. These are the fields. You need to close the parenthesis over here. So basically we are going to insert in the employee table ID, sorry, there is some mistake. Yes, now it is okay. ID, name, address and date of birth. And date of birth, these are the fields, right? And now after that these are the fields name, right? After that we are going to add values in it, right? Values, these are the values. What values we are going to add? That is 101 is for 101 is for this ID. Now for name, for specifying the data of character type, we need to write in the single quotes. Suman, written in single quotes. Now next is address. It can also be written as like this, Delhi, parenthesis closed, comma, and now date of birth, and it is also to be written in single quotes. That is, suppose 1990 01 03. Okay, so this is how you can enter the values in the true. One row affected means one row has been created. Yes children, now I'm going to add one more record in it. So by pressing the upward arrow key, I will get all the commands. Same commands can be copied over here. But the thing is, I can change the values over here by using the back arrow, left side arrow, 102. Next is, we can make it Kusum, right? Delhi, instead of Delhi we can write Chennai, and the date of birth we can change. Suppose let it be 89, it can be 5, and it can be 12, right? So the second row. Now press enter. One row has also been added. One record has been added from this line. The second record has been added by using this insert into employee here. Now if we want to add one more record, by using the upward arrow key, the content has been copied, and by using the left arrow key we can go towards left side and we can edit the data. Suppose I am writing here Amit. Instead of Chennai, we can write Delhi. Delhi again, and here suppose I am writing 93 and the month I am changing. This is 2 and the date is 23, right? Go at the last and press enter. One row has also been added. One record has also been added. Now if you want to see what has been added, if you want to see the content of the table, what you need to do is you will be writing select statement, right? Select star from employee means all the data which we have added, all the records which we have added, they will be shown to us. So this is a database which has been created. As you can see, this is a database which is created, right? So we have added along with the 101 ID Suman Delhi, and this is the date of birth. And at the second number 102 Kusum Chennai, 102 Kusum Chennai, this is the details. This is the record, and at the third line, third row, 103 was the ID Amit Delhi, and the will along with the date of birth. So this is the details which we have added. Basically these are the records. This is the how many records are there? Three rows means 3 records have been added, right? Now I will be telling you about the where clause. How can we use the where clause? Okay, if we want to show the details where some specific condition has to be given, okay, suppose select name from we have to select the name, right? We have to select the name from employee where address equals to Chennai. Okay, so press enter with Chennai. Now without semicolon your command will be incomplete. So in Chennai Kusum is living there. The address of Kusum is in Chennai. So this is a detail. So this is the query which has been solved out. So what was the query? Select name. Only name was supposed to be selected. Only name. Here we have used select star. Star means everything, all. Here star means all. All the records have to be selected from the employees. Here only Kusum. Here only name field is to be selected from the employee table. And where is the condition? Where address is found Chennai. So Kusum is here in front of us. Okay. Now one more example I want to give you, that if we use select command, select statement, select star from employee where address is equals to Delhi. Okay, so let's see what happens. Semicolon. It is showing us that there are two people who are living in Delhi, Suman and Amit. So this is how you can use the where clause. Fine. One more example I want to give, that is use select statement, select star from employee where ID is equals to 101. Okay, press semicolon. So this is the table which you can see. For 101 only one record is found, and that is of Suman. So this was the query where clause has been used. Now we will be learning about the order by clause. Order by. For writing the or to find out the details or find out the data, and we'll be using the order by clause over here to sort the data in ascending and descending order. Now I'm telling you the query how you can write. Select star from employee order by space, give some space, order by ID descending. Okay, let's see what happens. Now it is showing us, see, this was the query. Select star from employee means select all the data from employee table, order it with the help of ID field in descending order. So this is how you can see 103 is the maximum number, maximum ID, and 101 is the lowest ID. So it has been arranged in descending order. Okay children, so that's all for today. And if you want to come out from the SQL, what you will be writing? You will be writing the quit command and you will come out from it. Thank you so much.